So will all of next week's events help stocks keep their records rolling? Or are we in for a reckoning? All right, that was a little dramatic. you know what I mean, though. Karen,
yes.
The setup is not necessarily great.
No, I don't love the setup going in, right? So you have this levitation into earnings season for the Mag 7. So we had one. We had Alphabet. That was good. We saw that. Next week, we're going to get a whole lot more. I don't love the setup going in, although I am heavily long the space. I just feel like this has been such a big run. The VIX broke 15 today. I actually put on some market hedges. I'm always long, but I just feel like this has been, too far, too fast. And so the bar is really high now, and I think we could see very good numbers. But are they priced in already?
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, and especially when you're looking at after those lows in April, the Mag 7 collectively has surged over 40% since then. And you've really seen a lot of the money is going into that trade right now. So I think you hit the nail on the head. It's just a really high bar going in. And I don't think it means the trade is over, but I think you really need to see that the CapEx that all these companies are spending right now is in fact justified. And I think we want to see that not only in the earnings, but especially in the guidance moving forward when are they actually going to start to monetize that? Because that's been the big question.
Mm-hmm. And Tim, I don't know if you or if we collectively have learned anything in terms of the price action or response to earnings. I mean, if you take a look at Alphabet's, reaction, the earnings are actually pretty good. I mean, it sort of put to rest, at least for now, that narrative, the existential threat to search from AI, and yet the stock only managed to hold on 1% of its gains on the day.
Yeah, I don't think the response in Google, the trading action, was awful. In fact, I think the price action of Google over the last month outperformed that of its Mag 7 peers after underperforming. I think there's a couple key levels on the stock. Remember, 210 is the all-time high. We still have a ways to get there. Maybe one wanted to see more. I think those that are bearish on Google are continuing to say, I'm not sure they're going to win the battle of the AI search game. Meanwhile, I think Gemini 2.5 is part of why people should feel a lot better. We saw ad search was up 12%. That beat all expectations. And their core search business beat all expectations. On top of YouTube and Waymo, I like Google. I'm long Google. I wasn't disappointed by the price action. 80% of the S&P have beaten earnings this earnings season with a bar that I think was also reasonably low. And in many cases, Google especially, but the comps have been are not terrible for a number of the companies that are reporting here. So, the earnings season has been fine. We continue on the macro to get a little boost every time we do another trade deal. And we see how stocks do this on the way down. They sell off on the same news. Market seems to be moving a little higher on each incremental deal. Obviously, EU outside of China is the most important on a week when Japan was a big deal.
Carter, what do the charts look like at this point?
Right. Well, to your earlier point, and Karen's making the market, I would use the word full. We know that evaluation is a very poor timing tool. We also know it's hard to define. You'll see in any given company, one analyst likes it, one doesn't. But the market is full by all accounts in terms of this would be a mature intermediate advance from the April low to here we are essentially August 1st, up some 30%, with many stocks up 100. And so I guess the question is, or the case could be made, that whatever happens in the coming week with the big earnings, that's where you can put in an intermediate top. Let's say they're all good and we spike another 3-4%. Then we will be truly even more stretched, and one can make the case for pulling in one's horns. Or let's say they're bad and the dip, correction, sell-off, drop, decline, plunge, you pick your word, whatever nomenclature, starts next week. We are due for something normative after this big a move, a mature 3-4 month move. Is it 3%? Is it 5%? Is it 9%? But it's a time to be reducing exposure generally, I should think.